hypothetically speaking,
Yes.
you could only read books for the rest of your life,
Okay.
but it's the same 20 books. Would you rather read those same 20 books or give up books and have unlimited television?
Probably the same 20 books.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I mean,
Name your top 3 faves.
Do you enjoy reading books again? Is that a thing?
I do. I'm
too.
new into the world of rereading. In the last few years, I've reread a few books and I like it.
The only books that I have reread, and it was in my 20s, were those erotica books from back in the day. Like reading Sister Soldier, Coldest Winter Ever as an adult. I was like, now bitch, why the fuck were you reading this at 11? Like
literally everyone who
what
comes
the
on the
fuck?
podcast and talks about those books, like I read them at 10 and I don't know
10.
why any adult was letting me do
I was
that.
10
why
years
we're horny.
old. Like I know, literally, and I talk about it. Like in our book, I talk about my journey of erotica, and we'll talk about the history of erotica later. But I literally talk about going from books to message boards to just wanting to have my pussy thump while I read words. Did you actually get horny at all, or was your pussy wet at all?
There's a few parts.
Top 2 horniest moments of No Holds Barred? I'm guessing it was the Dom now.
Yeah, definitely that chapter.
Okay, we didn't get you off. Anyway.
I'm just trying to think. That's the
My
chapter
couple
that
in
stands
Mexico?
out. Sure.
That was where I think I put the most sexual details.
Sure. The thing is that I'm reading for work. So it's like a different, I'm not like.
She used to masturbate at work. So it doesn't
I'm not, if there's a spectrum of like horniness, I'm probably not that close to you guys.
Oh, thanks.
She said I read the book.
She was like, I'm grown. I don't have to. My pussy doesn't leak all the time.
No, what I'm trying to say, since we're not shaming people for their sexual identities, ladies.
Oh, wow.
I'm just like not as sex forward.
She said, don't
You know
vanilla
what's
shame.
funny?
But if
You
you
don't fear in person
don't
and you're
vanilla
saying
shame
I'm
me.
new here. Like hearing you say that, I would think, oh my God, girl with book pod, dweepy girl, even though I know you're pretty. Beautiful. I am meeting and I'm like, oh, I see it. You see what? I just see sexiness. So to me, I'm like,
oh my God, clip that and put it everywhere. I'm sexy, thank you.
Okay, now that's
literally nobody ever is like, Traci is sexy. Furthest thing from that. But also when I'm reading for work, it's sitting up at the desk. It's not even like
taking notes.
Yeah, I'm taking notes. I'm in and out of chapters. I'm thinking about questions. I'm thinking also like, what was this choice structurally? Like I'm analyzing the thing. So I'm not really like enjoying the thing in that way.
Well, if you are a Horror Hive member and not doing this for work, I need you to read the book like this.
There you go.
In bed, on your couch, just be ready.
That actually doesn't
there you
make me
go.
that horny. I get hornier if I'm reading it in a public place. Okay, I gotta go back to this
you're
question.
a public horny person.
Public horny bitch.
You are.
No, I know.
I read the book.
We have a podcast.
I'm not
clearly.
speaking out of turn.
You
I'm not-
just see, I say it all the time.
Luckily,
Luckily, it's a little later. Sometimes we'll record the pod at like 9 or 10 a.m. This is why if you're watching on YouTube, we normally have coffee. We literally have to get this horny sometimes at 9:30 in the morning over coffee.
And
We're
then
talking
at
about,
night, you're
we're
like,
talking
I'm
about
done.
fucking big ass
I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't take me much. Okay. No, I really need to hear this. Those 25 books, 20 books, same 20 books, whatever it was, I really need to know the top 3 because the
top 3 books that I'm going to pick to read for the rest of my life are my top favorite books because those are different books.
But I want to tell you why this question is so important for me to hear. Every day online, we see the same book circulating.
Oh yeah.
Even me bringing up Malcolm Gladwell, who is great.
He's always
even everyone bringing up Coldest Winter Ever when we talk
we
erotica.
hear the same. Yeah. What are the deep cuts we need?
Deep cuts. Okay, well, I don't know that those would be in my 3. Okay. For my strategy for the 20 books
Sorry, I'm
would
taking
be
my phone out so I can read it.
The strategy for my 20 books would be to pick bigger books that are like really sort of dense, big stories. So I would maybe go like Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay, that's too long.
Well, but I only got 20 books for the rest of my life. So I'm trying to maximize. I'm not going to go with the 150 novel.
I was about to say, go ahead and say Harry Potter next.
Yeah. Well, I've never read those.
you're a book reader
I never read
and have never fucking read Harry Potter.
Because J.K. Rowling's a transphobic cunt.
Well, that's now why I haven't read them.
Yeah,
I didn't read them as a kid because I'm not older than them, but I was a little bit older. I was on the old end of when they came out. Like, I think I was in high school when they came out, maybe.
So I was
if you were in middle school,
I was in middle
you had to read them.
After Erotica came Goosebumps, then came Babysitter's Club.
Had those.
Then came
I read Harry Potter,
for me.
not Twilight, for that reason.
I didn't read Twilight. I was in college in Twilight. But so I didn't read Harry Potter at the time. I also am not really a fantasy reader. My personal taste skews much heavily towards nonfiction.
Okay.
So it wasn't something that I would have read. And then J.K. Rowling is a fucking transphobic cunt ass bitch. And I was like, absolutely the fuck not.
Look at us.
And I'm just like, why would I go back now and support her? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, there's so many books in the world that I could read.
When I get the butterbeer at Universal,
I've never been
supporting her.
I think you
I
are.
really like that butterbeer.
I think you are.
Bitch, I love the motherfucking Harry Potter world.
I
That's
never
one of my favorite parts.
I think the Harry Potter thing is cool for people that need, like, not just you visiting, but like what it created for people that feel community.
Sure. I think if you love Harry Potter, if you already love Harry Potter, like if you are an adult who was introduced to Harry Potter as a kid, it made you feel seen, it made you feel whatever. If it means something to you, that is your thing and that's something you can grapple with. But for me, a full-grown adult, I don't need to feel seen by a woman who's transphobic and hates so many of the people that I love's existence and is putting money trying to make legislation to make trans women disappear.
What killed me.
So I'm just like, yeah.
It's not just you talking like a dumb bitch.
So for me, it's just like, what am I, like, there's nothing for me here. Even if the books were the best books ever, it's just like, there's so much, like, I could also just read Toni Morrison, you know, like I could just, you know, like there's James Baldwin books I've never read. I'm reading Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison for the first time ever right now.
People say that's that's their
right. So I'm just like, why would I go back and read this bitch when there's so many great writers that I haven't read that I could read, you know? So like, that's my thing.
But that's a great answer because we needed to hear that. So, okay. So we need the three that you said, Count of Monte Cristo.
I'm just, okay. I also, this is really nerdy me. I would take my Shakespeare complete works. My big giant Shakespeare with me.
That's hard to read.
Hate it.
Okay, I love Shakespeare. I think you would like it. You've been taught it poorly.
Girl, I just went to Othello and I was like,
I heard that you went.
You could have said all this in one sentence. Why like it was just too.
Okay, Othello's literally one of my favorite plays.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. I love Othello. I like it's so much drama and tea.
Yes, you saw bad production. Denzel Washington, from what I've been told, is not a good production. Okay. He's too old to play the part. I love Denzel. It's supposed to be like a 25-year-old man.
Denzel shaving. To me, I just didn't like that they put it in modern day.
Yeah,
and then you keep the Shakespearean play. They had them in army outfits. I love Othello, and then y'all, I gassed it up in another episode, but also the basketball rendition.
Mekhi Phifer.
Oh my God. Julia Stiles.
And Josh Hartnett.
I love Julia the woman. Okay, wait, sorry. Traci.
Sorry.
I'm good at not cutting
one
off.
One more. I'm going to say Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. Okay. That's a juicy book. I think I could reread that about 5 to 10 times back to back and find new things and feel new ways about it. Okay. So those would be my 3 like desert island for unpacking purposes books.
Then your 3 favorites we need.
Okay, I'm currently like really obsessed with the Hunger Games series. I read it in 2010 or whatever.
You don't like fantasy?
I don't, but I read it in 2010 and I loved it. And there's a new book that came out this year that I still haven't read yet. And I went back and I reread the original first 3 and they're so fucking good.
I love
They're so
Hunger
good.
Games.
They are fantasy to me, but they almost feel more like speculative fiction. Like I know there's science fiction elements to it, but it feels so real and like rooted. And she just does such a good job. And I'm just really into those right now. So right now,
Hunger Games.
One of my favorite memoirs of all time is a book called Heavy by Kiese Lehman.
Oh my God.
You know it?
And then number 3?
Number 3, I guess I'll go Sula by Toni Morrison.
Okay.
That's actually, no, I can't. No, I can't. I got to take out Hunger Games because I'm being disrespectful to my actual like most favorite important book to me, which is Into Thin Air by Jon Krakauer. Okay. That's my gateway into nonfiction. It's about the 1996 trying to summit Mount Everest and lots of people die. It's like the deadliest year on Mount Everest. It was the deadliest year on Mount Everest history until 2023. But this writer, John Crocker, he wrote Into the Wild that they turned into that movie.
Okay.
He wrote Under the Banner of Heaven about the Mormons that they turned into a show. He's like my favorite writer.
I'm gonna geek out just a little bit. I'm gonna name my 3 real quick.
Okay.
2 of them actually came from childhood.
Okay.
That I was forced to read, and I went back and reread them. I love them. So The Giver.
Oh, we did that on the podcast.
The Giver.
I did it with my mom.
Incredible.
Oh, so good.
Animal Farm.
I read that for the first time this year.
Bitch, is Animal Farm not fucking...
What the fuck?
Hello.
Wait, you just read it?
For the
Bro,
first time.
love Animal Farm.
In Oakland, California.
In
I
Florida,
feel like you were required to read it. Right?
In Florida. I mean,
Yeah, we read
books are
different shit. I know. I didn't read a lot of things that people were supposed to read in
Animal
school.
Farm.
I didn't
Oh
read
my
it.
God.
It wasn't assigned.
Especially like where we're at now.
It's
like,
so good.
So fucking good. And then nonfiction. Oprah Winfrey's What I Know for Sure.
I never read it.
Girl.
I do love Oprah.
But that one right there, when we were talking about the writing process for our book, the comps that kept coming to me and the 2 memoirs by women that I liked and how they told their stories was Oprah Winfrey, What I Know for Sure, and then Gabrielle Union's We're Gonna Need More Wine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Her
second one I didn't like as much.
Yeah, I couldn't even get into it. I finished We're Gonna Need More Wine like this.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I feel like I want to go erotica.
Let's go erotica. Let's get nasty.
But I'm not an erotica reader. Oh, you're going to go erotica.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were asking me to talk about erotica. I was like, I don't know that
girl,
much.
well, we're giving you the history of erotica today.
Well, let me get into a little bit of the other stuff, but top 3 erotica, I'll be fast so we can get to it. Rent Boy by Gary, Indiana. I love gay sex stories. I would say Coldest Winter Ever is number 2, and number 1 for me is Tampa. Alyssa Nutting.
Yeah, something like that.
I remember her last name being Nutting because I was like, damn, that's nasty. Tampa for me, I like fucked up. Give me incest, fucking crazy shit because I'm so oversexed out sometimes that
you got to be shocked. It's got to go far.
You just reading Animal Farm is so crazy.
Okay, so
and I hated the movie The Giver. It didn't do the book justice.
Good. Yeah, not good.